Big sigh of relief. An arrest has been made in connection with a drive-by shooting in southeast Oklahoma City.
A police report reveals strange details that led up to that shooting and the charges the suspect is now facing. News 9's Allie Brooks has the new information.
Officials tell us that last week, two women were driving around an apartment complex when an ex-boyfriend of one of the girls got into the backseat of their car. He then pulled out a gun on the two women and told them to drive here to Lake Stanley Draper. On January 25th, officers arrived on scene after receiving a call about a drive-by shooting in southeast Oklahoma City. No injuries were reported, but there was damage done to the garage door of the home, as well as to several cars parked outside.
Officers spoke at the scene to several females, one of whom was the ex-girlfriend of our suspect in this case.
They learned that earlier in the night, two of the females were actually kidnapped and held at gunpoint by the same suspect, 20-year-old Joseph William Buckley. According to the police report, the female victims were driving around the same apartment complex where Buckley lives when he forced himself into the backseat of the car.
Forced them to drive out to a lake, refused to let them go.
The victims told police that once they arrived at Lake Stanley Draper, Buckley instructed the two females to fight one another, and that if they didn't do what he asked, he would pistol whip both of them.
Forced the women to behave in this manner, to actually scuffle with one another before finally freeing them.
Joseph William Buckley was located shortly after they found out about the incident. He was then placed under arrest and booked into the Oklahoma County Jail. Buckley is facing kidnapping charges along with assault and battery with a deadly weapon. Now, this is an ongoing investigation. More charges may be filed. On the scene on the story, Allie Brooks, News 9.
Okay, well.